It's a passion that unites us, the heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
College Eagles. Tonight, the Lady Eagles will be taking on the Calvary University Warriors in a best-of-5 match. Hi, I'm Garrett Ordway, and joined by Carrie Ordway, we'd like to welcome you to this exciting NCCAA matchup. Calvary University Warriors from Missouri playing in the NCCAA North region, also a Division II opponent here, just like the Lady Eagles. Carrie, the Lady Eagles have been off for a little bit. What are you looking for as they come out this evening to take the court?
Anytime you're coming off of a break like they have had, they didn't have any games over the weekend. It's been about, 8 days or so since they've had a game. It's always interesting to see if you come out rejuvenated and revived, or if you come back having to kind of shake off a little bit of the rest. So I know it's been a busy week for the girls apart from playing, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out tonight.
Right, talking with Coach Oman a little bit after their last game. They took last Tuesday off, the Saturday off. It's odd for a mid-season weekend of no games for the Lady Eagles, so we'll look to see if they've been refreshed as well mentally and here to play a good match this evening against Calvary University. Now, Calvary coming into the game, they played Welch recently as well, a common opponent with the Lady Eagles, and we will look forward to this matchup. The starting lineups and beginning of the game will get underway, and we'll be back with you to start there.
Welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between the Calvary University Warriors and your PCC Lady Eagles. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, please stand for prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for letting us be able to come here. Please help us to play hard and for us to play safe. Help us to show Christian-like attitude and help us to do everything to your honor and your glory. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Calvary University, number 4, Miriam McCubbin. Number 5, Ellie Davis. Number 6, Allie Edwards. Number 8, Kobe Kermkes. Number 9, Amber Northrup. Number 11, Leah Grady. And then number 21, Beja Nesbitt Tucker. Calvary University is led by Coach Josh Johnson. And now the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. A senior from Cleveland, Tennessee, number 3, Bethany Gamble. A senior from Port St. Lucie, Florida, number 7, Brittany Hunter. A junior from St. Anne, Illinois, number 8, Allie McWirt. A junior from Durham, North Carolina, number 12, Victoria Hamilton. A junior from Beloit, Wisconsin, number 17, Cora Lathers. A junior from Phoenix, Arizona, number 19, Kinsey Folker. A freshman from Grand, Michigan, number 20, Michaela Kinney. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Kaylin Oman with assistant coach Supa Leota. The officials for today's game are Lane and Lori Lowley and Michael and Olivia Black.
All right, the teams are greeting each other in the middle, and we are about to start the first of this 5-set match between the Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles and the Calvary University Warriors. Carrie, we're certainly looking for the Lady Eagles to come out and be strong in some of the fundamentals. What fundamentals specifically might you be looking for as we are about to start?
Well, one thing that is going to be pivotal in this game, watching Calvary warm up, they seem to have been practicing a lot of quicker sets and quicker offenses. It didn't seem like they had a whole lot of height on the net as far as executing that offense. So timing is going to come into play a lot, I think, in this matchup.
Right, certainly it's very valuable, we've noticed over the course of the season, for the Lady Eagles block to be an integral part of starting that defense for the Lady Eagles, and certainly the timing coming into play on being able to get up.
Yeah, the timing,
get in front of some of that ball.
I think the timing might be a little bit odd as far as their lower sets and some of their quicker sets, and also they seem to have been practicing a lot of kind of off-speed hits, so staying on their toes with that, kind of anticipating the ball to not go where you would normally anticipate the ball going.
Right, you'd like to see the backline defense, maybe even talk to those blockers who have gone up, coming back off the net. Sometimes they'll reach for it, but the libero or the defensive specialist is there. Well, we've got Ellie Davis starting us here with the serve for Calvary. Goes to McWirt in the middle for the first attack. And there's a little touch by Calvary, but not over. First point of this match to the Lady Eagles. Hannah Romero entering the game for Bethany Gamble. She'll head back to serve. Folker goes on two. Calvary wise to it. And this one just not quite over the net from Ellie Davis. Romero, Hamilton, Lathers in the back row for the Lady Eagles. Hunter, McWirt, and Folker in the front row. Oh, off the block of McWirt and down. There's that little bit of off speed that just got off the hands of McWirt.
And even that off-speed hit is going to come off the blocker's hands a little bit more differently, with a little bit less power, and it didn't quite have that same rebound that you would typically expect it to have.
Amber Northrup back to serve for Calvary. Handled by Romero. Well to Folker, and Hunter does what you should. She kills it. Point for the Lady Eagles. We might see a bit more of a normal rotation. It feels like Lady Eagles have been in and out over the course of the season, but trying to get everyone healthy. Grace Liu back to serve. Oh, a touch over. Hamilton there for it. Up in the middle for McWirt. She gets a swing on it, and it's down for a point. Feels like the Lady Eagles have been just adjusting most of the season with players in and out of the lineup.
Yeah, and to one end, that is kind of upsetting to your system. But on the other end, if you can get used to playing with, players coming in and out with a certain level of just team-wide consistency, that really benefits a team. And that's something that they've certainly gotten a lot of practice with so far this season.
Lou back to serve as the Lady Eagles have taken a 5-1 lead. Leah Grady gets the hit in for the Warriors. Hamilton tools the block, and it's a point for the Lady Eagles. Lots of experience for different players on the Lady Eagles so far this season. There we go, McGirt with the block. Folker back to McGirt on the weak side. And off the block and out again. (7-1). Lady Eagles jumping out to a quick lead. That pass gets into the joust and Hamilton wins it. Point for the Lady Eagles. And an early timeout for Calvary as they now trail 8-1. We'll take a quick break and be right back to you. And we are returning from that early timeout with the Lady Eagles leading 8-1. Grace Liu serving. Has been a good lineup for the Lady Eagles. Oh, a good dig there by Lathers. McGirt out of position, ends up getting a clean set on it. Lathers gets the free ball over. Better offense here for the Lady Eagles. Hamilton with the kill as she sneaks it through the block.
The Calvary Warriors are not quite putting up as imposing of a block as what some of the teams that the Eagles have played recently have presented, and that might actually be something really fun for the Eagles to play with throughout this game, as far as being able to kind of practice and try to execute some different offenses that maybe they don't get the normal chance to execute against kind of a bigger block.
Right, we've seen some really good swings early. Hunter, McGirt, Hamilton, all with some early kills, getting in on the action. That ball just off the block's hands of the Lady Eagles and out of bounds. Calvary earns their second point here early. McGirt goes high and just, a touch ruled from one of the line judges. And it does go to the Lady Eagles after it goes out of bounds. So McGirt heads back to serve and just low and into the net. She'll exit for Lathers. Michaela Kinney entering the game in the front row. We've seen some growth out of her this year, a freshman, starting to play well. Lou takes it to Folker. In the back row, Lou gets the swing. Handled by Calvary. They get a swing off, maybe off the block there. Folker up high for Hamilton. She goes off the top of the block, handled by Calvary. Back row attack from Leah Grady goes long, and it's a point for the Lady Eagles. Gamble will re-enter now for Hannah Romero. Folker over, and it's a good one. Earns her the ace.
That is one thing that it will be interesting to see how the Eagles execute throughout this matchup today is their serve. It seems like they had been struggling with that a little bit over the last few matches, their last few home matches, and it would be nice to see them kind of regroup a little bit and be able to limit those service errors in a game where it's a little bit lower pressure, and often those service errors don't seem quite as big of a deal in these games like this. But of course, against tougher matchups, they can really be a deciding factor.
Good job there by, oh, and a block though by Calvary. Ellie Davis there as Gamble gets the swing off, but not quite getting over the net. Libero Miriam McCubbin back to serve for Calvary. That one goes long, both line judges signal, and it's a point for the Lady Eagles. Hunter enters the game for Lou as Hamilton heads back to serve. Certainly cutting down on your own service errors will lead to more potential points. And that one, oh, just misses the back line. And Hamilton with the service error there, point to Calvary.
And once again, it's nice when you have enough of a lead that you can have a little bit of leeway with being a little bit more aggressive with these serves, but always having the confidence that when the pressure is on, you can go back to that consistent serve and be confident that you're not going to lose a point off of it.
Good deke there by Gamble. Kinney ends up with the swing and the kill. I believe that last serve might have been Allie Edwards for Calvary, but it's Cora Lathers back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Up high for Calvary. Oh, and Folker just off her hand. A kill from, I believe, Ellie Davis as she'll head back to serve. 14-7. Lady Eagles lead in this first set. Good job by Folker and McGwirt there to score there. Oh, and it just goes off Hamilton's hands and out. A quick set there in the middle like we were talking about before the match.
And that's just an awkward play. It was a quick set, but Calvary's hitter didn't actually make a full swing on it, and instead she tipped it to the back row, except it was a really forceful tip. So really everything about that play was a little bit unexpected.
Something the Lady Eagles,
atypical.
We haven't seen the Lady Eagles see that play very much. So
yeah.
Certainly some feeling out process as maybe this match goes on. Hannah Romero with the serve. Up high for Calvary. Big swing there. Hamilton digs it, but it's just out of bounds. Calvary's offense starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm after a sluggish start. They'll send Amber Northrup back to serve. McGwirt takes it to Folker. She goes over on two, and it drops in. Catching the Warriors napping a little bit there on defense. Send Lou back to serve. A big swing there out of the middle from Leah Grady, and it's a point for Calvary as that evades the Lady Eagles defense. Colby Kremke's back to serve. Oh, just over the net. Lathers is there. Folker gets a hand on it, but couldn't quite keep it in bounds. A good serve and a good effort from Lathers, but just not quite enough to get the offense started. Romero up high to Folker. Back set to McGwirt. She gets a good swing on it, and it's in.
That was a really good read by McGwirt. There's a large hole in Calvary's defense that they're unable to cover there, and she found that.
She'll head back to serve. This one's over. Back set from Calvary, and McGwirt wise there, lets it go out. Kinney, Hamilton, and Folker manning the front row for the Lady Eagles. This one off the net, no touch by the Lady Eagles on that swing by Allie Edwards, and it'll be a 4th contact violation for Calvary, point to the Lady Eagles. 19-11, and we've got our 2nd timeout for Calvary here in this first set. We'll be back with you in just a minute. All right, and we are back here from the 2nd timeout. 19-11, the lead for the Lady Eagles. Allie McGwirt back to serve. Both timeouts used from Calvary. We'll see if the Lady Eagles can finish off this first set. A little bit of a tip there, but Lady Eagles block wise to it. That one off the block from Hamilton. And a point goes to Calvary. Lady Eagles up 19-12. Carrie, what might the message have been during that timeout for the Lady Eagles?
I think for the Lady Eagles, it's clean up those small things, those fundamental mistakes. I mentioned earlier in the game that this match might prove to be a good time for the Lady Eagles to try out some more aggressive offense. And they've been doing a good job, but they haven't quite gotten clean enough passes up to Volker for them to really be able to play with their offense a little bit. And I'd like to see them have that level of comfort and the confidence that comes from practicing that in a real match.
Fix some of the controllable items, and we saw Hamilton, after a few really aggressive swings, took some off there, just getting it over the block. We saw a good go on second from Volker on the previous point, now leading 21-12. Kenzie Volker goes back to serve. Over and taken by Calvary libero. A swing there just through the hands of Kinney. Back set to Gamble over there on the weak side, and a net violation. Let's see, they're signaling, I believe, Allie Edwards on that net violation from Calvary. The net's starting to fill up a little bit here. Fans still filing in from the 6 o'clock start time. Taking maybe a break from some of their midterm tests here at PCC. Catching a sporting event. Grace Liu with the swing from the back row. Handled by Calvary. Oh, a low set and too low that time for Ellie Davis to handle. Volker to Gamble. Swing there, and okay, a touch whistled, and Gamble scores. I think both the line judge and the up official had that tip. Most importantly, the up official gave the point to the Lady Eagles. Set point here in set number 1. Volker gets it started. Set over, and Ellie Davis tried to go with the left hand as the set was a bit wide, couldn't get it over, and set number 1 goes to the Lady Eagles by the score of 25-12. A good start. We'll see what the Lady Eagles can do coming back for set number 2 in just a few minutes.
It's a passion that unites us. the heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
Choosing a college is so much more than deciding where you're going to live for the next few years. It's choosing a culture, group of people, and academic standard that will shape you into the person you want to become. It's an exciting time, and when you visit campus, it gets even more exciting. It's your moment to get a feel for the atmosphere and community. Catch a game, sit in on classes, visit chapel, make new friends, and so much more. And now you can experience college life your way with multiple visit options. No matter when you come, you'll find a vibrant community influencing the world for Christ. You won't just blend in, you'll belong. So don't wait. See how you can experience PCC today.
All right, both teams have taken the court, and we are about ready to get set number 2 underway. Carrie, notice anything from the stats worth mentioning as we get ready for set number 2?
Yeah, looking at the attacks from each team, Calvary did have a lot of errors on their attacks, which definitely worked in favor of the Eagles, but I think it's probably because of the Eagles' effectiveness in their block, as well as their actual offense. The Eagles had executed strong enough offenses to keep Calvary kind of on their toes and out of system, forcing Calvary to make some attacking errors themselves, with the Lady Eagles actually limiting their number of attack errors to only 3 in the first set.
Right, we see a attack percentage of .417 for the Lady Eagles, certainly one of their highest numbers that I've seen so far this fall. And we start off set number 2 here with an ace from Cora Lathers.
And one thing we heard from Calvary as they were coming across and talking through the set is talking about how they themselves needed to come out to a faster start, in which I was thinking I would actually like to see the Lady Eagles come out to a faster, stronger start and really apply the pressure that we know they're capable of applying throughout this set.
Volker goes to Gamble, who goes high off the block. A back row attack here from Calvary. Lathers high to Volker. Outside to Hunter. Oh, a good cross-court attack handled, though, by Calvary. Up high for Leah Grady. McWirt gets it over, but it's just out. Trying to place it effectively and just missed on the edge.
It's kind of interesting in a set like that with such a discrepancy between the score. Your actual rotation doesn't get around very often. And so in the first set, we didn't see much out of Brittany Hunter simply because she wasn't actually in the set. They got stuck in some rotations where she was off the court. And so it will be good to see if we can get some more offense out of her on the front row.
Romero with the serve. Ooh, almost into the net there. And we do have, okay, it took the up official a second to check the rotation, but a back row attack there. Illegal back row attack whistled as the setter came up and put that one over. Ooh, high but handled. Hamilton ends up taking that dig. Over to Hunter. Dug out by Calvary. Folker. Hunter. Oh, dug by the libero. Excellent job there from Calvary. A bit of a wide set, though. Still in play. Folker goes on two. Pancake. No signal from the official. It's still up. McGirt gets it up. Hamilton with a back row swing. Blocked. There in the middle. Good timing from Leah Grady.
Despite the point the Eagles didn't end up, despite the fact that they didn't end up with that point, we saw some good defense out of the Eagles, especially some good communication from Hannah Romero in the back row, covering that front row, communicating with them, letting them know that she was there. That's something that we've talked about and seen be a little bit of a struggle this season.
A swing there from Beja Nesbitt-Tucker. Lady Eagles handle it, though, and do get the kill. Leading early here, 4-2. Hunter exits as, let's see, Grace Liu enters in the back row. She'll serve as well. Handled by Calvary. A little bit of a low pass, and so a bump set over Lathers. Oh, up high and wide, and too wide as it goes over the net and out. You'd like to see the Lady Eagles get a little bit of a better offense going on that possession. Leah Grady back to serve. Romero to Folker. Over to Hamilton. Big swing. And that one does go out. The line judge closest to us indicated it went beyond the back line. Grady over short. Oh, and that one. Interesting little play, but it's alive for Calvary. Free ball over. Lathers gets it up to Folker. In the middle for McWirt. And just hit that one. Calvary with the point, and they'll take their first lead of the night, 5-4. Lady Eagles serve receive here. Liu takes this one up to Folker. Bump set to Hamilton, off speed. McCubbin is there, and it's a point, goes to Calvary. I believe Ellie Davis with that kill. Lady Eagles stuck a little bit as the Warriors have gone on a quick run. Romero, Folker, back set for McWirt. Off the block, uses it that time, and gets the point.
So often it's just a string of individual small errors. You know, it was those 3 hitting errors right in a row that can really shift the momentum in a set. On one hand, it's frustrating when you have that, but on the other hand, those are relatively easy errors to correct. A lot of times those are just mental errors that you can clean up relatively easily.
The attacker went up with 2 hands there, and the official decided the contact wasn't clean enough. Point for the Lady Eagles. McWirt back to serve. This one a bit long, but taken by Calvary. Up in the back row attack for Allie Edwards. Unable to quite get it over, and it's a point as the Lady Eagles retake the lead 7-6. McWirt again over, taken by the libero. Not getting a good start to their offense. Oh, taking a very tough angle, Ellie Davis, and it just goes wide. Point for the Lady Eagles. Michaela Kinney, Tori Hamilton, Kenzie Folker in the front row. McWirt serving, along with Liu and Romero in the back row. Big swing there, taken by Romero. Folker gets it tight for Hamilton. It works out. Still alive, though, for Calvary. Oh, and that one just drops in front of McWhirter. And she'll exit for the libero Lathers. Miriam McCubbin, the libero for Calvary, back to serve. Lou, Folker, Kinney just long on that swing. And a slide play there from the Lady Eagles. McCubbin, Lou, Folker in the back row. Lou gets this swing. Oh, a little bit of help from the net. It climbs over, and it's a point for the Lady Eagles. Gamble enters for Romero into the front row. Folker back to serve. Big swing. No touch indicated, and it's a point for the Lady Eagles. 10-8, a tighter second set here. Both teams have gone back and forth. McCubbin up to Colby Krumkes, and it's unable to be handled by the Lady Eagles.
It's another example of one of those just kind of off-speed hits. They're a little bit difficult to read simply because you're not used to seeing them.
Lathers on the serve receive. Wide and a little bit behind Gamble. She just has to reach. Maybe mistimed her run just a tick. And ends up hitting it out. Allie Edwards with a short serve. Kinney ends up taking it. Hamilton on the weak side. Gets the hit in. She'll switch with Gamble. This one in the middle. Taken, though, by Lou on defense. Hamilton with a big swing, and it finds a home inside the back line point.
That was a great swing by Hamilton, but also it was that good defense on the back row by Lou that really set up that offense. She did a great job of giving Folker a really good pass that she could work with. Folker was in system, didn't have to move around at all.
This one up high for Ellie Davis, and she swings a little bit long. Certainly the passing for the Lady Eagles has been, I think, one of the linchpins so far this evening. The good passes, good offense. Not as good passes, we've seen them struggle a bit.
It's one of these realities about volleyball, but the best volleyball is just fundamentally solid volleyball, and that's something that we've talked about throughout the year, that when the Lady Eagles just execute just good, solid fundamentals, they have really good success. And it's just that mental battle and that confidence in your training to be able to get to that point.
An impartial net here tonight as that point goes to Calvary. Hamilton to Hunter. Free ball ends up coming over this one. Oh, Hunter, very good anticipation there off the block. And this one, oh, just a little too tight on that pass to handle. All right, Hunter ready for that over on two from Calvary setter Northrup. But the next offense wasn't quite good enough. Oh, and a point for Calvary off the net. 13-13. This second set about halfway through. The Lady Eagles, Coach Oman would like to talk some things over. All right, the Lady Eagles tied with the Calvary Warriors here in this second set, 13-13. They do lead the match 1-0. And we've got Ellie Davis back to serve, and she serves it a little long. Good awareness by the Lady Eagles, letting that one go. It'll be Lathers to serve now with a 14-13 lead. Hamilton, and Folker are in the back row. Gamble, McWirt, Hunter in the front row. Off the block, Hamilton able to get the pass to Folker. Good up for Hunter, and some miscommunication with McWirt and Hunter, both kind of wanting that overpass. Hunter going up for the swing, McWirt stepping back to make a pass, and it does go into the net. Northrop serving for Calvary. Lathers to Hamilton. Gamble ends up getting a swing off. Calvary, just keeps it up, but not over. And it's a point for the Lady Eagles. Romero to serve. Taken by McCubbin. Off the block here, still alive for Calvary. Taken here, Romero, Folker. McWirt with a big swing, but blocked in the middle by Grady. Grady with a few blocks so far this evening.
I think Grady is definitely putting up the most prominent defense there on front row with block.
Service over by Kremkes. Hamilton gets a swing out of the back row. That one just over. Good job by Lathers to dig it. An excellent dig by McCubbin after Hunter's swing. Romero gets a great pass to Folker. McWirt ends up just tipping it over. The block there, but it goes high and over. Off Romero's hands. This time McWirt gets a swing, and it's a little too long. (16-15) lead for Calvary. Back and forth in this tight second set. Colby Kremkes serving here. Hunter with a big swing, a high off the block, and a touch. Point for the Lady Eagles. Lou enters to serve. A good one. Northrop wide and too wide for the hitter, Allie Edwards. Tried to be dug there, couldn't. Lou with the ace. Dug out, ending up being pushed over there by Deja Nesbitt-Tucker. The net helps the ball stay up there. Lou ends up getting a swing off. Nesbitt-Tucker. An overpass. Still alive, though, for the Lady Eagles. Romero and McWirt with a big swing, but a net violation from Grady leads to a Lady Eagles point. (19-16) Lady Eagles responding well out of this tight set. They lead as Calvary University takes a timeout. All right, each team has used one timeout. Lady Eagles leading 19-16 in this second set and 1-0 overall in the match. Lou, some good serves so far. This one tight, pushed over and out by Calvary 2016. Carrie, you made the comment that's some consistent serving from Lou has gotten the Lady Eagles back on track.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. In a game like this where the momentum has kind of been shifting and often not been in favor of the Eagles, this consistency that Lou is demonstrating through her serve is just absolutely pivotal. You know, these are competitive serves, but especially at a point like this, just getting them over and in is good enough, much less the competitive. She's really being a little bit aggressive there, too.
Oh, McWhirter just hits it long. She's missed a couple swings tonight, as Folker had some good awareness to get that one up kind of off the block there. Grady heads to the back row to serve for Calvary. See if the Lady Eagles can take advantage without that block presence in the front row. Lou. McWhirter ends up with the swing. Still alive. Off the block. Big swing there from Allie Edwards. Good defense by Romero. Oh, and a missed contact there from the Lady Eagles as Calvary tries to climb back into this one. 21-18 lead for the Lady Eagles, getting late in this second set.
That was some good defense for the Eagles on that play, though.
Lou, Folker, up high for Hamilton. Gets it around the double block. In the middle, a swing for Ellie Davis. Ooh, pulled out of the net there well, and it's long and too long. Point for the Lady Eagles. Oh, and an ace as that one just. And Calvary asking about some substitutions there, but the service had been whistled, and McWhirter takes advantage, 23-18. Oh, and a bad pass there, 24-18. We've reached the set point here in this second set. McWhirter up, over, nope, not an overpass, still there for Calvary. McWhirter, Romero, Hamilton ends up getting the swing. Good set there. Oh, a low set, not quite over from Ellie Davis. And 25-18, the Lady Eagles take set number 2. 2-0 lead for the Lady Eagles. We'll take our typical 3-minute break and join you for the third set. All right, and we are just about ready to start this third set. Carrie, the second set, although the Lady Eagles won, was maybe filled with a few more errors than we'd like to see. What do they need to clean up a lot here? I mean, many aspects of the game.
Yeah.
Couple specific things maybe.
Yeah, going back to those, just fundamental. There were 11 hitting errors in that previous set, which, if you think about it, that really it helps explain the closer score in that second set. And like I was mentioning in the last set, that is a mistake that a lot of times with the type of errors they were very close errors. They were hitting them a little bit out. Those are something that they could.
Few just long, few just wide.
And once again, and I've mentioned this before, but when you take those sort of errors, those little errors, and then you kind of spread them out over the course of a whole team, by the time that each hitter has her attempt at that and makes a mistake like that, they really add up. So just trying to stem when you see those errors start to build up, that's a lot of times where that maturity and leadership and also that mental fortitude of just knowing to come in and do something to break that tide.
Right, 1-1 start here. We did notice a clean service sheet last set from the Lady Eagles. 6 aces, no errors. But certainly both the passing and the attacking need some attention in this third set.
And a lot of times those service errors came from maybe a pass that was not quite up to the setter. They were a little bit out of system, in which case the hitters are trying to take a little bit off of their hit or trying to hit out of system and just a little bit off.
Point there for Calvary, and that'll send Northrop back to serve. McWhort, just gets it over, and it works out. An odd off-speed cross-court attempt from McWhort.
Really a smart play, though. A lot of times that really sharp, short cross-court is open, and it's a really good option to hit an off-speed tip or hit
Tough
there.
play to make. She was successful there, 2-2, as Lou got that serve. And it skims through the block, I think. Romero was there, but it was a bit off to her side. That block helping the defense out, but if it goes right through the blocker's hands.
Yeah, just tightening up that block.
Defense is a little stuck. Lathers to Folker. Back set for McWhort. Good swing from her, and that one's just wide. A bit out of sync on that swing. Colby Krumke's back to serve, a little short. Lady Eagles again helped out by some errors from their opponents this evening. This will send McWhort back to serve as Kinney enters the front row. McCubbin, the libero, gets the serve receive. Grady ends up with the swing. Hit back, and then Grady gets another swing. Off the block and out, point for the Warriors. Lou takes it to Folker. A good go on 2. Kept alive, though, but an overpass from Calvary. Back row swing from Lou. But effectively blocked by, I believe that's Davis in the front row for Calvary. Lou, Folker, wide for Hamilton. The double block there, she goes down the line, but it's just wide. 6-3, Calvary jumping out to the early lead. Lou with a miss hit there on the serve receive, and Coach Oman takes the early timeout. Lady Eagles trailing by 5 early in this third set. All right, first time out there for the Lady Eagles. Calvary University, Leah Grady back to serve. You mentioned Calvary University in the North region. Some other schools you might recognize from up there. Maranatha in that North region. North Central University, Faith Baptist Bible College, Moody Bible. So some teams that the Lady Eagles, if they make it to national, might see at that level. Don't normally see a North region opponent during the regular season. Cora Lathers ends up getting the swing there, the libero. This one's still up. Back row set for Lou. And they said it came off the block, but dug out there by the Lady Eagles. It feels like kind of watching the team this evening, Carrie, that maybe the energy is just a little bit lacking and they're not quite getting into positions accordingly.
Yeah, and sometimes that energy level does affect your timing. If you're moving a little bit slower than what you're used to, run defense or hitting or whatever it is, that really can make a difference.
All right, even some of that energy maybe even leads to a little bit of lack of focus, as we saw a miss hit there from Hamilton. Just tough to get in the zone tonight. Tight ball there. Folker ends up winning the joust. Pushed over. Lathers, though, wise to it. Folker goes on two. Put up by Calvary. Swing there by Davis. Back set. Romero with a big swing. Blocked at the net, but still up. Offense here from, I believe that's Allie Edwards. No touch signaled and a point for the Lady Eagles. Finally breaking that run for Calvary.
With volleyball being such a game of momentum, this is going to be really significant for the Lady Eagles. Kind of gathering that momentum there, getting that back on their side would have been key at this point in the game. But in a game like this, the plays after one of those mistakes, those are almost the most important plays that you can have. Those are the ones that you want to focus on and put all of your mental and physical energies into making sure you get the point on those plays.
Oh, what a tight cross-court hit from Hamilton. I think she saw the opening there as the Calvary player slid into the middle.
And that takes a lot of court awareness on those important plays. Like Hamilton just demonstrated, you know, I think your tendency is to go out and swing as hard as you can. But sometimes the smarter play is the better option there.
Edwards, Folker to, I think Lathers ended up taking that second hit. Hunter got the swing in. Edwards, Lathers digs that one. Gamble on the weak side, swing. Oh, just long from Gamble there. We've seen quite a few of those. Just the hits not quite there as they go out the back by, I don't know, looks like less than a foot from what we've seen on both sides for the Lady Eagles. 12-5, the deficit for the Lady Eagles. Up high, Hunter puts a good swing over the block there. Off some hands on the block. Gamble gets the swing. In the middle, Michaela Kinney with the block. Unable to be recovered, though, by the Lady Eagles back row. Edwards back to serve. Lathers up high to Folker. Hunter puts a good swing on it. Dug out, but not in play. Right along the side there, and it does end up as a point for the Lady Eagles. Lathers serves. Low set, low hit. Still alive, though. Hamilton, Folker. Hunter gets the swing off the block and down. Hit kind of off the right hand and deflected towards the line. Fell just in front of the Warrior defense, or Warrior back line. Up high swing there. Oh, Hunter kind of digs it with a two-handed attempt. It ends up working out as Calvary makes the error.
This is one of those rotations, and we've talked about in previous matches, that this should be one of the Eagles' strongest rotations. All upperclassmen on the court who have played together for several years. And when you're in one of these rotations, you want to be really possessive almost of these rotations to make sure that you keep yourselves in this favorable position for as long as you can. Something that Cora Lathers has done a good job of starting those off with these good serves.
Blocked there from McWirt. Hunter ends up going on 2, and it's a good one. Still alive, but point for the Lady Eagles. A run there by the Lady Eagles. We saw them, although the momentum might have been hindered with Folker's service error, no problem. They claw back now to a 3-point deficit as we head to a timeout from Calvary University. Coach Oman using the full minute 15 to encourage her team to keep this momentum up, trailing 10-13 in this third set. Lathers with another good serve. She's done a great job at consistency here. Touched over, Folker is there. Lathers struggled with that pass, and Hunter unable to quite get it over. Unfortunate errors from the Lady Eagles, but they're back at it here. Folker with a good back set. Gamble with a good swing, however blocked by Calvary. Block not good enough there as Hunter scores for the Lady Eagles. Folker went weak side and then strong side, keeping the Calvary block moving along that front line, and Hunter was able to score. Romero serves. Good one, and she scores. Romero, another good one. Big swing, and oh, it ends up out. Point for the Lady Eagles.
As much as you want to avoid those unforced errors on your own side, you want to capitalize as much as you can when you're given those.
Folker. Oh, a low set. Hunter ends up going left hand. Down the line, it works out. Oh, that one off the block of McWirt. And a point for Calvary. Some consistent serving there from the Lady Eagles. Lathers and Romero has drawn them to down by just one, now a 2-point deficit. Romero to Folker. In the middle-ish for McWirt, unable to quite get that one over on the swing. As Northrop serves for Calvary.
It was nice to see a really good serve receive from Romero up to Folker. Really gave her a lot of options to work with on that one.
Oh, Lathers, a tough serve to handle there, and she misplays it. Oh, off the net, it just missed the antenna, and it did fall just inside the court as well. An ace serve for Calvary, lengthening the lead for the Warriors back out to 5 points. Hamilton up high for Folker. Back set, Hunter's there, but it's quickly off the block and down. Grady, a force along that front line. Coach Oman with her team facing a 6-point deficit here, moving towards the end of the third set. takes her second timeout. All right, 13-19, Lady Eagles deficit here in this third set. They do lead the match overall 2-0. Folker and McWirt kind of running into each other there, ends up in a free ball. That one pushed over from Grady and down. Lady Eagles unable to get that first offense on, can't create some good pressure. Hamilton up high, Romero. Good set to McWirt, but a block there from Grady. Coming out of that second set, she only had a couple blocks, but it feels like she's been all over the court in this third set. This one up high, dug out by Hamilton. Folker goes on two. Blocked by McWirt. Trying to get the offense started here for Calvary. It ends up in a back row swing. Folker, McWirt ends up going on two, and the libero can't quite keep it in play on that dig. Certainly we like to see the Lady Eagles with some aggressive swings, but some potential placement might be beneficial for them here against Calvary.
I think that'd be a really good move. The Warriors have some definite weak spots in their defense, and the Eagles could really capitalize on some of those if they place that ball a little bit more purposefully.
Calvary trying to go in the middle there to Grady, and it's just mistimed, leading to a point for the Lady Eagles. Oop, dug out there. Free ball ends up coming over. Folker to Hamilton. Gets it over the block, and a net violation from Grady that time. Lady Eagles still in this one. Lou serving. McCubbin ends up serve receiving. Free ball. Oh, boy. A poor pass there leads to a joust that Calvary wins. Point gains them a 22-16 lead.
Lou has done a really good job over these last two sets being a consistent presence for the Lady Eagles. Always something that's encouraging to see from one of your sophomores on the team.
We saw McWirt take a different approach on that swing, just touching it over the block of Grady that she's struggled with so far this evening, ends up earning the kill.
And in the last few plays, we've seen her get 2 points from doing that, from using those tips. McWirt has a lot of athleticism that she can definitely use to her favor against this team.
And Kinney there in the middle does get blocked as well. That set a little bit tight for her.
And that's another one of those that just comes with some court awareness. Placing those to one side or the other could make a big difference.
Lady Eagles breathing a sigh of relief as Grady goes back to serve, finally out of that front row. Romero with the swing out of the back row. Oh, no touch signaled by either down official. And Calvary takes a 24-17 set point here in this third set. Lou to Folker. In the middle, Kinney gets the roll. And a poor contact there leads to a point for the Lady Eagles. Maybe some messaging there, as we've seen several of the players go with the roll or touch.
And we saw
in that
Kenny
last
there.
timeout.
Yeah, we saw her place that ball a little bit off the center there.
Volker, a floater. Back row swing from Calvary. Volker up high for Hamilton. She goes with the roll as well. McCubbin takes it to Northrup. Big swing. Volker goes on two. Calvary wise to it in the middle. Dug out by Lou. Good play. Hamilton ends up with a swing, and it's just a little long. Point and third set victory for Calvary. Lady Eagles leading 2-1. We'll take a couple-minute break and be back with you.
Want to get a head start in college? With Pensacola Christian College's online dual enrollment program, you can do just that. Open to juniors and seniors in Christian schools and Abeka Academy homeschoolers, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year, all counting towards PCC college credit requirements. With 3 different options throughout the school year and summer and over 20 courses, choose to lighten your college load. And, depending on your major, finish college early. You will be able to fit courses around your schedule, a perfect way to complete many of your general college education courses before you graduate high school and step foot on campus. To learn more about getting a head start on your education today, visit pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
Choosing a college is so much more than deciding where you're going to live for the next few years. It's choosing a culture, group of people, and academic standard that will shape you into the person you want to become. It's an exciting time, and when you visit campus, it gets even more exciting. It's your moment to get a feel for the atmosphere and community. Catch a game, sit in on classes, visit chapel, make new friends, and so much more. And now you can experience college life your way with multiple visit options. No matter when you come, you'll find a vibrant community influencing the world for Christ. You won't just blend in, you'll belong. So don't wait. See how you can experience PCC today.
All right, and the teams are ready for this 4th set with the Lady Eagles leading 2-1. Few too many errors again for the Lady Eagles in that 3rd set. Carrie, we've talked quite a bit about what the Lady Eagles need to do and need to avoid, and here we find ourselves in this 4th set.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, when we say focusing on the fundamentals and cleaning up the fundamentals there, that's something that they're well aware of as well. And that they're working on that and trying to clean up those errors. Sometimes against a team like this where there is a little bit less pressure, sometimes it's easier to make those unforced errors because you're going to have the opportunity to come back. Although you don't want to bank on that fact too much.
Lather starts us off with the serve. Swing out of the back off the block for Calvary. Volker ends up pushing it over. She was below the net. Gamble with the swing, dug out by Calvary. And it's over. Free ball, though. Lady Eagles need to take advantage. Hunter with the swing. Off the block, still up. Folker right back to Hunter again. This time she gets a better swing off, and it's handled by Calvary. Grady down the line, and Lathers with the good eye there on the far side away from us. Point for the Lady Eagles.
And already we saw them come out in the beginning of the set with that first volley with so much more energy than what they ended the previous set with. And a lot more aggressiveness, too.
Folker high. Lathers ends up taking it. McWirt in the middle. Touches it, but Grady's there on the block. Oh, a good play by Hunter. Still alive, though, for Calvary. Touched, but not over by Krumkes.
That was an excellent play by Hunter to keep that ball in play.
Really
Definitely
impressive, kind of reaching back as she was headed towards the sideline. Lathers another good serve. We have seen some good consistency from the service line for the Lady Eagles. Dug out there by Hamilton. Hunter gets a swing off. Dug by Calvary. Cross court and out. Lathers watches it go by her again.
One thing that we're seeing improved already through this match as well that's helping the ladies execute a bit more of an aggressive offense is their defense has been markedly better so far this set. And of course, each play being started by these good serves by Lather.
That back row attack goes out a quick 4-0 run for the Lady Eagles. You know, I was thinking it was good pressure from the Lady Eagles attack for making the defense's job easier, but it all kind of works together.
Yeah.
Offense and defense. Hunter up. Oh, McWirt decides to go on two. Still up for Calvary. Hamilton got the dig there. McWirt ends up with the swing. Grady with the big swing, and that time she scores.
To start off the set like that with those good serves from Lathers and then just some strong aggressive play, I think is going to do a lot for building the Eagles' confidence.
Hamilton digs it up to Gamble in the middle for, oh, Hunter ends up taking it, a little off speed there. Grady with a big swing, but a block. Just pushed over there from, I believe that's Edwards. Gamble into Grady's block and scoring there for Calvary. Oh, and just not quite over from Northrop. And the Lady Eagles will take that error for a point. Hannah Romero back to serve. Good one. Oh, still dug up over our heads here, though, on the second hit. Point for the Lady Eagles. Romero serves it over. Ends up as a free ball that doesn't get over from Krumkes. 7-2, the early advantage for the Lady Eagles. In the middle for Grady. McWirt there on the block. Wide for Hunter. She goes kind of down the line. A touch over and just falls in front of the back line, as Lather's unable to quite get there. Krumkes back to serve. This one long and too long. Lou will re-enter for Hunter. Lou with a good serve, just dug up there, and the offense gets started with the Grady attack. Romero gets it to Hamilton, who goes cross court wisely. Ooh, a net violation called as maybe Hamilton into the net there for the Lady Eagles. Grady back to serve. Ellie Davis goes into the front row. She's been the other strong attacker and blocker for Calvary. No need for a Calvary attack there as the serve receive goes awry. Lady Eagles needing to dig deep here. Lou gets it up to Folker. Wide for Hamilton. A roll attack. Oh, just dug out by Calvary. Back row swing from Grady. Couple Lady Eagles there on the dig. This one tight for Hamilton, going cross court with it. She's seen a couple openings there tonight. Oh, that one finds a home down the line as Lathers lets it go. Point for the Calvary Warriors. Leah Grady still serving here. A short one. Folker ends up taking it. Hunter decides to go on two. Dug out though. Kremke. Oh, Hamilton digs it, but no second hit possible for the Lady Eagles as Calvary climbs back.
This is really where you want to see that mental fortitude come in and break this momentum. These are good serves, but the Lady Eagles have faced serves like this all season.
Folker ends up giving a free ball over. Big swing there, and a point goes to Calvary. 8-8 tie here in this fourth set. Calvary defense holding up here, but the service error gives it back to the Lady Eagles. Grady getting a breather as the libero McCubbin comes in for Calvary. Deep serve by McWirt, handled though by Calvary. Davis ends up taking a swing. Hamilton gets it up. McWirt with the rare back row attack, and she scores. McWirt to Hamilton to McWirt, not the typical 3 hits we would see from the Lady Eagles, but it works that time. McWirt. Oh, pushed right between the hands of Kinney on the block, and it falls down to a point for Calvary. McCubbin serving for Calvary. Handled by Lou. Folker. Hamilton ends up getting the swing. Oh, and it did contact the pole there on the side. And it gives a point to the Lady Eagles. Set up here for Davis. Big swing, but handled off the block. Oh, too wide for Gamble, and she's unable to get it in play. Oh, off the net. A few of those have just dropped for Calvary this evening, and this fourth set is tied 11-11. Gamble off the block, pancake not quite from Calvary, and a point for the Lady Eagles. Hamilton back to serve. Jump serve this time. Good one. Edwards digs it though. Back set for Davis. Swings and it's a bit long. No touch signaled, point for the Lady Eagles. 13-11. Looking to stretch this lead out near the midpoint of the fourth set. Hamilton, another good one. Edwards high. Northrup. Back row attack for Grady. She tries a roll. It's just over. Pancaked. Oh, one of the officials, I'm not sure which one, ended up signaling it down. Coach Oman asks about it. Nevertheless, the point goes to Calvary. Davis to Lathers, gets it up high. Hunter goes in the middle to Folker. Oh, that one finds the back corner. McCubbin was there but decided to take her chances, and it gives the Lady Eagles a point. Who touched over? Gamble ends up going, oh, and that one is just out. Offered, I guess that would be a dig there for Gamble. Beja Nesbitt Tucker re-enters for the libero. She joins Grady and Kremke's in the front row. Hunter with a good swing. She's had some good ones tonight. Didn't quite score on that one. Touched over there. Folker ends up getting the set off to Hunter again. She goes down the line and scores.
That was a smart play by Hunter. Those deep corners have been pretty consistently open throughout the match.
Romero to serve. Oh, just dips in front of the libero McCubbin for an ace. Romero with a couple aces this evening, and she gets another one. She started off serving well in this fourth set as well, and as the Lady Eagles jump out to a 4-point advantage in this fourth set, Calvary uses the timeout. All right, one timeout used so far in this set by Calvary. None yet by the Lady Eagles. Romero with the serve, still another good one. The overpass, McGuird ends up killing. Good response there out of the timeout by the Lady Eagles. Romero, oh, a short one this time. She saw maybe some change in the defense and took advantage. Oh, and that one just wide. Some consistent serving, though, stretched the lead out for the Lady Eagles. We've seen a good job of that this evening.
Yeah.
Colby Kremke's back to serve. Handled by Hamilton, a good pass to Folker. That'll get the offense started. Hunter ends up with the swing. High off the block, dug though. Ooh, dug out, still alive. Good job, Lady Eagles. Ending up with a free ball, but it wasn't down. This one though from Grady. A little bit of an off speed as she pulled it from behind her. 19-15 the lead for the Lady Eagles. Kremke's serving. Romero gets it to Folker. McGuird, oh, off the block of Grady and down. A little bit of an angled off speed there from McGuird, ended in a point. 20-15 lead here in this fourth set. Lou deep and just a bit too deep. I feel like the Lady Eagles have had some deep serves that Calvary have played this evening. That one they didn't, and it goes for a service error. Grady out of the front row. We'll see if the Lady Eagles can take advantage Getting near the end of this fourth set. McWhort ends up with a big swing. Right, we definitely saw the lack of a block there.
Yeah.
And McWhort recognized and swung hard.
Yep.
McWhort now with a good serve. Northrop with the set wide. Oh, blocked by Hamilton.
Hamilton's done a good job so far this set of bringing a lot of stability both on defense and on front row.
And a 22-16 advantage for the Lady Eagles leads to Calvary's second timeout. All right, the Lady Eagles leading late in this fourth set, also leading 2-1, looking to close out this match. Hopefully in the next couple points. McWhort with the serve in the middle. Goes the swing for Calvary. Folker wide for Hamilton. Big double block there though, and Calvary scores. McCubbin to serve for Calvary. It's over and down before Lathers can quite get to it. McCubbin took a big swing there and it came out a little softer maybe than Lathers anticipated. And it fell just in front. Lou or Romero there, tough for us to see on this side, however. Not quite enough for the Lady Eagles. Folker, goes on two, but that one pushed over. Hamilton doing a good job staying on her side there under the net. Lou up to Folker. This one, Folker tried to go on two, taking that tight cross court and just a bit wide. Point for the Warriors. Lou, Folker ends up having to, and some miscommunication there. Tough for Calvary, but it does give the point to the Lady Eagles. Gamble re-enters into the front row. Folker to serve, 23-19. The lead for the Lady Eagles. Up in the middle, touched over, Lou's there. Back set for Gamble. And a net violation from Edwards. 24-19, first match point for the Lady Eagles. Handled by McCubbin. Northrop, back set, off some hands on the block. Lou hustles, she's there, but couldn't quite get enough on it. The whole team running after that one. Ready to help out as Lou got a hand on it, then Gamble was almost there. They'll retake their places after the point goes to Calvary. 24-20, second match point. Lou up high to Folker, wide for Gamble on her atypical strong side. Tries to hit it cross court, but it's a bit wide. 24-21. Calvary staying alive. Lady Eagles trying to close this one out. They'll take a kill. They'll also take an error. Folker up high. Hamilton. And it's down for the kill. Point Lady Eagles. And that ends this evening's match. Lady Eagles finishing off a 25-21 4-set victory.
We would like to
over
thank
Calvary.
the Andrews Institute for
Carrie, any closing thoughts? We saw some ups and some downs for the Lady Eagles in this evening's match.
Yeah, overall, we saw them work through some of that rust that may have accumulated over about a week and a half or so of being off. So we saw them work through that. And it's nice to know and to end on a high note there, taking away some of that positive momentum into the next matches.
We saw some good offense and defense at times from the Lady Eagles. One thing we were definitely impressed with was their consistent serving throughout the evening as well. We'll see if they can take that into this weekend as they travel to Central Florida to take on Trinity Baptist College, Trinity College of Florida, and Johnson University of Florida, 3 NCCAA South Region opponents. We hope you'll tune in and cheer on your Lady Eagles. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.